Welcome. This is the Opinionated Science Educator. I've created this series of short videos to show you the ICTs that you could be using when you think about the task that you've been given. In this video, I'm going to be looking at multimedia presentations. Let's look at what these ICTs are. There is the overhead projector, videos, computers, data projectors, multimedia presentations, interactive or smart whiteboards, simulations, games, and the smartphone. Now, multimedia means using a range of sources in your lesson. So, for example, I once did a lesson on birds, and you could, for example, go to websites where students would be doing reading. They could listen to podcasts with bird songs. I had a poster, which obviously was not online, but there with the parts of the egg, bioviewers for looking at the development of the chick egg, videos online for looking at birds nesting and so on, and an online game. Now, in this type of lesson, you would set up a schedule for students to move from one activity to the next. At each station, students would be given instructions and a task to complete in a given time frame, and they would move on. So although this lesson used various media, it's not actually what is meant by a multimedia presentation. Multimedia presentation is the use of a computer application that incorporates various media such as text, graphics, video, animation, and sound. It is delivered interactively to the user by electronic or digitally manipulated means, and it uses multiple forms of information. So here is an example of an actual multimedia presentation, which I just quickly put together. Now, firstly, it must have text, characters that are used to create words or sentences and paragraphs. And so I've created a link that takes me to a website that explains to you what a multimedia presentation is. It's a visual representation with a combination of audio, video, animation, or graphics. And it says it's usually more enjoyable and informative than just the experience of text. Then, there are also graphics. So I've included a link here to a graphic representation that shows what multimedia is. So as you can see, it's text, images, sounds, videos, and animations all together. Multimedia presentations also include video, which are photographic images that are played back at speeds that provide this appearance of motion. So here I've created a page in the presentation with a link to a YouTube video.
What is multimedia? Let's find out. It's communication of information. Using multiple mediums such as text, animation, graphics, video, sound, and interaction. All of these examples are what can be used to create multimedia. One example of multimedia is, well, this video.
And then audio, such as music, speech, or any other sound, such as going to a podcast.
Podcast is simply a piece of audio, a story or an interview or a documentary series that you can download and listen to whenever you want.
Continuing the theme here of multimedia presentations, this is from a paper. I thought I'd just read you what effective models are by looking at the abstract. There are various good presentation features and purposes for multimedia presentations and the models to build up, and you can use various tools such as Flash or even Adobe. They are good tools to use for creating effective multimedia presentation. Now going to Presentation Magazine's website on how to create multimedia presentations. Once again, they just outline what multimedia presentations are, and you do need a navigation structure. But programs to use, you can use Adobe Flash, and you can use Microsoft PowerPoint to create your multimedia presentations to use with your students in class. Until next time, everybody. This was the Opinionated Science Educator.